In a day that is making history here for XRP, and it's well overdue to break past all-time highs and be in the $3.50 range. Well, $3.49 right now, but we were briefly in the $3.50 plus range. So that means now we have successfully 10x our XRP holdings from 34 cents. I know there's a lot of you who have the same philosophy as me. XRP sits in the wallet, or mine sits with XRP Healthcare. I act like it doesn't exist. And we'll see what happens. But now it's come to my attention, and I've been watching it for a long time. The XDC versus XRP pairing is at the lowest level since early 2021. And last time it was this low, not to mention that XDC is in a falling wedge, which is extremely bullish. The last time it was this low, XDC went parabolic. Not just versus XRP, but versus the entire crypto market. And I believe XDC is getting ready for something massive. It's down 9%. I actually bought in this 7 plus range when it came down. We talked about it in the Telegram, and I wanted to buy it when it came down to this pairing. You know, if I was going to do it, and who knows, maybe it falls out, but I'm going to buy this every single day. I don't know how much yet every single day until it breaks at least 10 cents, maybe even 15. Because I think this is going to do exactly what XRP did, and there is no doubt in my mind that this is getting past 79 cents. Zero. Not even a question. So, now, if we want to do what we did with XRP, and I know it's a quick shift, but guys, we have to stay transparent with XRP. We can't get too big-headed, we can't keep looking at it. We can look at the charts, but you got to do what I do because it gets a little overwhelming to look at a portfolio that only has XRP, and XRP Healthcare now is up 11%. But that portfolio is all I have in those two with the XRP Healthcare app. And now looking at it, and literally it's over $40,000 now. It's crazy. So I sit there and say, oh my God, there's a big retirement fund building. Lord have fucking mercy. So then I said, well, Tom, you keep having thoughts, you keep thinking about this, I've literally had dreams about this to the point where I skipped over XLM now after the first initial move up, and I've invested it fully into what I think XDC can do. And it's got the same kind of contracts, the same kind of things like XRP does with the CBDC and with a lot of other things. And it's an it's like ISO, but it's got integration points of an IoT style token as well, which is good. And I've seen this before. So H-bar's running for us now, up 18%. I'm waiting on VeChain and VeChain's up 4% now. I'm waiting for VeChain and ZIL. I'm gonna take off everything, and don't get offended that I don't have exposure to, because I have to have, and don't get offended, everybody. This has to be a new profound focus. And we're gonna go into XDC every single time here, like we used to with XRP. And we're gonna keep going into XRP, for God's sake. It's almost worth $35,000. Come on. You can't tell me, some of you, this isn't life-changing. I promised everybody in 2022 or 3 when we bought, or 23 when we bought it, that we were going to 10x that portfolio. We have, in fact, 10x that XRP, which means for every dollar you put in, it's worth 10. It's worth 10. And I think we can do better with XDC is what I'm saying. I think we can do better. And if you want to know how serious I am, I sold my DGB, one, because there's too many hurdles to own it right now. And the DGB wallet, I had big issues, so trying to sign it from one to the next is a fucking nightmare. So I sold that, 1.2 million, and put it into DGB. Put it into XDC. I have, and this isn't I'm not joking around when I'm talking about, I'm doing this, this is my next project. And yes, I still have the group trades open. They're not being closed. So don't even ask. XDC, I have $202,222 worth of XDC worth $15,668. Now, if anybody is watching and you're in my community and you are not part of Tom's Army and you are part of that XRP, join Tom's Army. If you're part of the Telegram, join Tom's Army. I do all of this for free since 2021, March 24th. I've never missed a day. Not one single day. And I'm telling you right now, ZIL, VeChain, my exposure outside, I don't have a lot of exposure anymore. I actually changed my focus. I have data and I have a lot of exposure to data as well. Because I have a good feeling about that IoT token, man. I'm going with the ones that are less sought after this time around. Everybody knows about the ones we usually talk. I'm going after the less sought out ones that I've been doing research independently on. Data, I have 303,832 tokens worth about $5,700. Dent, I have 4 million tokens, 4,002,224 worth $3,000 plus dollars. And then XDC, I have 15,631. My VeChain position equals 201,000 tokens. My ZIL position equals 463,000 tokens. And then we have the copy trading. And I feel like I have way too much crypto, man. But I can't send it off because then I can't do what I'm doing. But I hate it. Oh, I fucking hate it. Our copy trades, we have FIDA. I upped it when it was down to $2,110 worth or 2,455.9 tokens. It's up $32.23 right now. Filecoin, we have 1,001 tokens. It's up $73. And ACH, we have 101,728 and it's up $87. Currently, I'm up $3,670 in our first 9 days of copy trading. The audience is up $12,474 copy trading. And there's currently $132,937 of user funds in my control. I am not a financial advisor, but I am having to be like an asset manager here. And I promise you, your money's in good hands. Just look at my resume. And, so please join Tom's Army. Please show some appreciation. This is my third live today. And that appreciation can be like and share. It doesn't have to be monetary donation. Now, let's get to the star of the show right now. XRP, because I knew I would say it, but it's incredible to say it. XRP sits at $3. And for all the haters, you hear me? Good evening. 6:49 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Thursday, July 17th, 2025. Wait, Tom, XRP never moves. I'm XRP future millionaire. And I reside in the great state of Michigan. And I am not a one-trick pony. We're going to do this again. Except this time the stakes are higher. I have more money thanks to XRP. I have more money thanks to some of these other tokens and my knowledge. I have more money thanks to just being able to do what I need to do in crypto and learning and studying and make profit every step of the way. And now we're going to bang it with XDC. I don't care how long it takes. I don't care how much I'm down. I feel like this. I've been trading XDC for the last 2 months from 5 cents to up, back down, back. No more. It's too risky. Like I said, XRP, we had to hold it at a certain point, and we did. XDs, and the beauty of XRP is not only did we buy when I first started on YouTube and get a 47-cent average before it broke out in 21, we sold the right shoulder at $1.66, and I proclaimed I would never buy it until it went sub 40 cents, and you shouldn't either, and we'll guarantee ourselves a 10x. We didn't buy it when it went to 52 cents. We bought other things and swing traded the shit out of it for 22, or late 21 into 22 when it retested like $1.25 or whatever. But I couldn't buy it and not hold it, and have to sell it again. And then I went against it. I bought it at 28 cents and we sold it at 42 because we made a quick 40 or 50%. And then what did we do? It came back down to that 38 cents and that all-inspiring wick, or 34 cents and 23. And we bought it and we never looked back. We did buy more at 38 cents. I took profit on it to redo my house, the 38-cent bag, because I bought 5,000 and it was worth every penny. I did a lot of repairs with crypto profits earlier in the year. But the 10,000 tokens remain. So just put it away. Act like it's not there. We'll continue to cover XRP, obviously. But we'll let our journey continue. Right now, it's not worth $3,400 anymore when we bought it. Like, think about that. It is not worth $3,400 anymore. It makes me shake a little bit. Our XRP right now, guys, for our 10th, it's worth 34 fucking $1,000. And some people tell me it never moves. Like, give me a break. We bought it for $3,400 in 23, and you could have bought it for $3,800 in 24, and it's worth $34,000. This is life-changing opportunity. And XDC, I am telling you right now, and I'm going to pound my fist and keep pounding my fist until it's the right time. Look at the setup of XRP. And you guys are really going to like this version of me, especially as XRP keeps rising. The higher XRP goes, the less financial burden we have. And you're going to hear it in my voice every single day, even though I well outside of it. But a $3,500 investment's now afforded me 30 grand. Minimum. Even at 340, it's more than that, but I can firmly say 30 grand now. But I think XDC is going to afford me a bigger opportunity. I really do. I think data, for the record. Oh, and I have exposure too, I forgot. Axelar and Casper. Those are the only other two. So I have XRP Healthcare, Axelar, Casper. And the crazy thing is, because of what I did with XDC, I've left myself exposureless in Algo, exposureless in IOTA because the group didn't want to buy it back. So I decided instead of buying it on my own, I was throwing more into the XDC. Man, call me crazy. And I don't have DGB. I only have a small bag compared to what I would have had with HBAR, only 10,000 tokens now, but it's good enough. And then on here, I don't have AMP. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to give it the kaboot because I can't watch everything. I got to watch what I own. I have ZIL. And I'm telling you, I think what I picked are all winners. But the main one is XDC. I'm just going through what I own so that I can hear myself say it. And these are not negotiable anymore. These just stay. And as long as it takes, I'm going to ride them. Theta, File, ACH are group trades. Dent, I'm in with, let's see if my favorite person of recent is here. Of new members that I'm getting to know. I don't know. We'll see. There's 229 people in here. I did not realize that. Good to see. Good to see everybody. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. As YouTube continues to take away my subscriber base. I'm not even kidding. Now we're down to 45,000. And with all the money we've made the last 2 weeks, there's no way people are unsubscribing. I can promise you. Unless there's more spammers involved than we think. Well, we already know there's a lot of spammers. So who knows what's going on. But anyhow, I think these are winners. Let me go through the comments real quick. But I'm going to show you that chart of... And don't go anywhere. I'm going to show you the chart of XDC versus XRP. And everything else you need to know. This is a perfect spot in a falling wedge to get on board. And my philosophy is I don't care how low it goes from here. Just like I did with XRP. I should have did it more with XRP, but I was not as financially stable as I am now. I had just bought a house where you're going balls deep into paying it off. We had a lot of fixing up to do in the house, so I couldn't just do what I'm doing now. But now I'm dedicating every single mother scratching day starting tonight. And I know I just bought, but starting tonight. So, once the clock strikes, a certain time, old Tom might come out of hunting and fishing. And I'm serious. I'm going to buy as many of these sons of bitches as I can possibly get my hands on. And one day I'm going to say, Julie, remember what we did with XRP, turning 3,000 into 30,000 plus, or 3,400 into 34,000 plus at the moment? Well, remember when we bought $20,000, for example, of XDC? It's worth $400,000, Julie, or it's worth $200,000. She says, oh my fucking God. I'm going to say, I know, oh my fucking God. And I'm not looking to put this in the fiat. I don't need more fiat. I've got too much goddamn fiat. I hate fiat. I'm running out of ways to put it. I got $56,000 in mining stocks after they've appreciated like a son of a bitch. I've got 15,000 plus in a traditional IRA because, you know, you got to play the emerging markets. I got a whole bunch of gold and silver bullion that you guys know I bought up until 24 with the community, but then they got too pricey. Not that it's ever too pricey, but I did my agenda, and then I had to buy into the mining stocks. And now I'm kind of just sitting here going, what do I have to do next? Oh, fuck, XDC. And the fine group is like, Tom, you got to tell me when you're going to buy XDC. I mean, come on now, look at this. He's like the guy in the back. Hey, asshole, you've wanted XDC, and what the hell do you keep trading in and out of it for? I know you're making profit and trying to buy extra, but Jesus, Tom, what are you doing? These are small potatoes compared to where we're going. Just stop this nonsense. And I heard the message loud and clear. And then DGB kicked me in the nuts. It said, all right, I'm going to run, you know, just to defy you, you dick. And I know DGB's going to run, but I'm sorry, DGB, but you have to support your own wallet and not fuck us over. And not force me to go through LBank that tries to tell me all the time that I can't use it because I'm in the USA, but it still lets me use it because they say I can on customer service. And then it just makes it difficult. How am I going to keep $10,000 on there worth of a position if I don't even know if I'm going to be able to log in every time? So I couldn't do it anymore. So this is where we're at. And I got this is going to take some time, but this is going to be worth it. I promise you. Just like the copy positions, even if we get down a bunch, it's going to be worth it because I'm going to show you how to properly build into these positions. And the longer we're in them, the longer they grow. Like Theta today went down a couple percent. I doubled down. Only because I only had like $1,300 and I wanted to put another 1,000 or so. But I'm going to build these properly. Every single one of them. We're not in and out anymore. You've seen how ACH went up 7% earlier. I didn't sell. I let it do what it needed because I'm going to do this properly. We're going to do this properly, guys. I'm sick about I hate trading. For the record, I hate being a trader. I like being an accumulator. Just like in real life, I like to put things together, but once it ends up panning out, I'm like, oh man, now what do? I need to do something else. That's XDC. That's data. That's some of these other ones. Instead of doing the ones that everybody else knows about, I'm doing the ones that are going to go 200, 300, 400% when they finally do. XDC's on the less people know about it compared to XRP and XLM. But anyhow, let me get to the comments, please. I'm saying please, I'm the only one talking, like you guys are bothering me. That's not, you guys know what I mean. And at the top, if you want to join us on BITUNIX, learn about the copy trading, learn about the group trading, learn about the fundamentals, learn about everything this beautiful community has to offer. If it's your first time in here, we've created something special here. We got a group swing trading setups, or the daily setups. We've got general chat, but the group swing trading daily setups. We've got the general chat. We got content links for all my content. On YouTube, we got the help desk. We got security center in case there's spammers. That's the red flag zone. We've got the charts by all members. We got all of this stuff, step-by-step copy trade setup. We've got the XRP Future Millionaires Declaration of Prosperity. So read that to understand what kind of community we are. There's no free tickets, no free lunches. If you're part of the Telegram, you've got about 14 days to join Tom's Army, or you're going to be booted for security reasons because we've had too many spammers, and unfortunately I got to break the law. So please, if you're part of the 414 members, do me the solace. I've made us all so much friggin' money, and so have you. You've been part of this journey, but we've made so much money. I've literally turned like 5,000 in front of your very eyes into six figures, and you've watched it happen, or $6,000 over the last couple of cycles, and to the point where I could pay my house off at 40. I could repair it now, you know, $60,000 worth this year, and be able to do this all free and do this to create abundance for all, not just myself. In a world where everybody's trying to make money off of you as an influencer so they can have some self-righteous BS and some easy money, we're doing it the hard way together. And I can promise you, no one's going to outwork me or have more knowledge than I have of these tokens. Not a single freaking person. And I give you my word. And I will be here every single day. Give me your support and allow me to keep doing this the way I do. Did I mention there's a website I created for free for everybody? Dedicated server, live APIs. Cost me about $5,700 in total to do it. And it's got live updated charts. You can go to anyone you want. Hey, why not stay on XRP with that beautiful, magnificent, all-inspiring, oh, Nelly. Did I say it's worth $34,000? It might be worth $50,000 soon. You smell that? Oh, baby. But that could be a head and shoulders in the development if it gets up there. But who gives a fuck? Give me the money. And if we got a back test 340, I don't care. I'll sit there in it anyhow. I'm going to ride or die with this baby. This one I'm taking to the grave. The only thing I would do, and it is fucking ballsy, but imagine if I took another 30 plus thousand and threw it into XDC when the pairing's this off. But I couldn't do it. I love XRP too much. It brings me too much joy. The only thing that sucks is I'm never going to use it. I'm just going to let it sit there until I die. My kids will be happy. I don't care how much it's worth. I just like XRP. And it's led me to everything else. So when you're on the website, and I did dedicated servers, which it costs a lot if you know anything about the servers, because I wanted you to have quick lightning speed no matter how many people are in here. I'm not sitting here and I'm going to take fucking forever. So type in MACD. You'll see the flow. Look at this flow for XRP. Whoops, I hit it twice. And of course I went to the one chart that doesn't show it because I... So look at that, look at the flow. That's beautiful. It never went red, it just slowed down a little bit. This is fantastic. Now, could we build a back test of the breakout all the way down to 250? It's possible. I'm not going to say no, because I've seen it happen many times on patterns like this. So I'm not going to say it's impossible. And at a certain point, yeah, we're going to correct. But guys, we're not here to talk about the stuff that could go wrong here. We're here to embrace the fact that because we stuck to our guns and we know we can do it again now, right? We all know we can do this again, correct? And we're going to, time after time after time. And the same way I researched XRP is the same way I researched every single token tonight I've talked to you to have. The same ones I talk to you about all the time. And I can't own everything because I like to be laser focused on what I do. But, you know, let's go to XDC real quick. And then I'm going to show you the comparison because it is mind-boggling. And, you know, we'll go into everything, I promise. I know there's so much stuff. There's just so much stuff. I'm so excited. Like, how can I not be excited? I've been doing this every day for over 4.5 years, and it's paying off. Not just for me, but this freaking audience. A beautiful thing. If you would believe the amount of messages I've had from people that they don't know what to say. They can't believe. They thought I was just some nut job so many years ago, and then the ones who followed are so forever thankful. Look at that falling wedge, my guys and gals. Look at that big inverse head and shoulders. Look at that beautiful all-time pattern. The big, oh my God. Oh my God. I only feel sorry for the ones who can't see what I'm seeing. Remember XRP when it broke out in November? Eat your freaking heart out. This is before a 10x. I'm telling you, XDC, one day we're going to look at it in the 60, 70, $1. Oh my God, I wish you guys could see what I see. Look at that MACD too. It's starting to flip back into the positive green. It never flew away either. I'm telling you, we're about to make history here. We're going to make so much goddamn money. Excuse my French. Just stay with me. Just stay progressive. Stay on target. And if you think 10x with XRP was anything, you haven't seen nothing yet. We're in the flow now. Now we've got some real money to work with. I'm telling you, like, if this pans out the way I think it's going to, this could be like a $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 rally in this alt season for us, outside of XRP. You heard that right. And I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm telling you, I've never led you astray. Am I asking you to back some stupid token? Or am I saying that you have to use this stupid thing to buy it or support this stupid sponsor? No, because I've been attacked by trying to be attracted by all these sponsors and all these people that want me to combine my show with all these personalities, and it's such horse shit. But I decline every time, and it's very highly lucrative. But guess what? What they don't realize, I don't need their fucking money. I do just fine like this. I made 25 grand in the last, well, if you count XRP, it's like, yeah, about 25 grand, 30 grand in the last, what, week and a half? I'm not flexing, believe me. It could be, that ain't a fucking flex. That's just saying, I don't need to sell my soul for some bullshit. I actually do the work. And so will all of you. We can't just teach each other to fish. and then bait the hook, pull the fucking fish out for the rest of the community, and then let them feed themselves and have all the glory. It doesn't work that way, because one day we all won't be around. You know, it's just the way it goes. We're only here for a short amount of time. Fortunately, I'm only 41. I take my health very seriously. I fast 16 hours a day. I work out. I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm 6 feet tall. I got nice muscle build now, and I weighed in a week and a half ago at the lowest I ever have at 172.4 pounds, and I'm still in shock. So I take it very seriously. I've been doing this for 3 years plus. And yes, I still have not missed a step day of over the 6,000 target, and it's usually well over 12. Today I've gone 10,714. But yeah, I believe it's mind, body, and soul. So you can learn a lot with me, and I can learn a lot from you. Believe me. God damn, I wish so many of you people were here before this rally up. It's not hard to pull bigger audiences, but at least that we were over 100 consistently, even when it got bad. But guys, I wish you could see. I'm telling you, I am like, now that I focused off of some of the other tokens, and I focused back into XDC, mainly too because of my good friend Define Group, who's becoming a very, very good friend now, who believes in what I believe in with the community, and the way he treats others is just profound. And it reeks everything that I want to be in this community and what I've tried to build it into for 4.5 years. But that's somebody who I could go have a drink with, even though I don't drink a lot. We could have a smoke, you know, not a cigarette, but like cannabis. I don't really like to drink, truth be told. And just, we finally did it. I can finally say we built a community that I am so proud of. All of us. And everybody who's new, I'm telling you, stick around for a while. We've legitimately turned in front of everybody's eyes. Go back in my videos. And I stopped showing my portfolios. Like, I stopped showing anything outside the copy trades or what's on BITUNIX, because there's no point. The more times I look at XRP, it fucks with me when I see how much it's worth. It just fucks with me. I know it's worth over 40,000 between that and XRP Healthcare right now. I know it. I'm not stupid, but I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. And now BITUNIX is climbing up there too. That's over 33,000. So it's like, oh my God. All of this just keeps climbing. It's like, I got way too much in fucking crypto. I got like 70 something thousand in I hate it. I hate it. Because of how the exchanges and everything are. But XDC right now, I'm telling you guys, please, I hope you listen. Oh God. I think this is the one. That if we can do this right, we're going to create abundance. Because a lot of people in my audience weren't around when XRP was cheap. So anyhow, Dan Margino, welcome in and thanks for being in Tom's Army for your first month with the emoji badge and me being abducted by aliens. Bob Burtner, thanks for tuning in for being in Tom's Army for over 1 year with the I Told You So Bad. Anthony Venegas, welcome in. Bob Burtner to the moon, he says, and thank you for being in Tom's Army for over 1 year with the I Told You So Bad. It's Crazy Paul, welcome in and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 6 months with the XP Predictor. Dan Margino, thanks for being in Tom's Army for your first month with the emoji badge and me being abducted by aliens. And the number 2 top fan, much love. Jesse, welcome in. What's this about XTC? We going in? Oh, I'm already in. I'm balls. Well, you probably already know now. But yeah, you've heard. Flo, I can't wait for it either. This is my baby amongst babies amongst babies amongst even bigger babies. As much as I love DGB, this is an even deeper love, believe it or not. And I love XRP, but this is my deepest love when it comes to the ISO/IoT tokens, if I'm being honest. Between this, and I know it's going to be crazy when I say it, I don't want to hurt people's feelings. I love XRP. And it's my baby. It's led me to the profound impact we've been able to have on each other. And I just like it. But there's a lot of evil involved with it, so you got that. But anyhow, I love... And I know you guys are going to be like, oh my God, what the fuck is this asshole talking about? Oh my God, we're back to 253. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to gloat. I'm trying to keep it together, but guys, I'm sorry. How often have you turned a $3,400 investment into $35,000? Raise your hands. I've had 1 or 2. We did that with XRP Healthcare as well before. But, hey, we have XRP's $1 more than the gap is. So just remember that there's a gap at 250. So if we do reach a high point, there is a gap there, but who gives a rat's ass about that? Julie, do you care about the gap?
No.
Julie, our XRP has gone from $3,400 to $35,000 right now. Remember when I showed you it on the wallet like 3 days ago and it was at like 31,000 for XRP? Do you remember on the chair when I showed you the wallet? It's gone up like, or it was at 28,000. Yeah, because remember it was 35 or 34 with XRP healthcare. And now XRP's worth that by itself.
Ooh.
And that, with XRP healthcare, it's worth like 42,000 on our wallet. Oh, I know. It's unfucking-believable. And some people say I'm not happy about XRP. I'm just trying to keep it together and be professional. Because I have to be laser focused while everybody's focused on XRP. I'm like, oh my God, look at these opportunities. We got XDC. We got data, which could be one of the big hitters, up 5.86% today. We've got Dent, which this has been in the same consolidation since 2021. And we're going to blast. We're going to... How many in a row are we going to hit is what I want to know. And some are like, Tom, you have a different confidence. You better fucking believe it, because I have found a way to create abundance with the whole community now. It used to feel weird when I was making a lot and the audience was struggling, and I felt bad. So it took me 4.5 years to figure out a formula that works, and it's working. You guys just have to ride with me, ride or die, who cares? And it made it easy because we're up $3,600 the first week of this new journey. It's a beautiful journey. Well, the audience is up over 12 grand. You beautiful sons of a guns. I won't be happy till that number is over 100,000. If my audience has made 6 figures or more in just the 3 copy trades, or in the time of copy trades between Dent, ACH, and File. ACH, File, and Theta. And yes, I got you exposed to File and Theta. What are those? IoT tokens. That's how I got you exposed to the IoT. ACH, major player. Alchemy Pay. It's a major player within the new protocol. Major. But data, and I always smile about data, because this is at the bottom of the round. And now that it broke up instead of down, we've got a short-term and I've just done the jank fucking chart here. I can make such professional charts. Make them look nice like that. But I have a lot of drawing going on with the other one. But guys, I'm telling you, if you follow through with this and you just listen, and I'm not a financial advisor, and I don't want any of your money. Unless you actually legitimately make something, and you can pay it forward if you... I don't want anything. I legitimately want you to create abundance for yourself and your family so you do not have to go to work and can do what I do. I haven't gone to work since the blah, blah, blah happened. The job I technically had was lost, and I shouldn't have been doing it anyhow because I have a broken back from when I was 23 and a bad car accident that wasn't my fault. Then I had a closed head injury 2 years later, which wasn't my fault, and a bad car accident, but nonetheless. But I started to teach myself this, and I do have a gift, and I'm not fucking with anybody. I have a significant gift. I think I have a level of autism or something going on in my head since I was a kid. Because I definitely think a lot like my son when I see his actions, because he's nonverbal, he's autistic, he's had a lot of injuries, but medical too, as you guys know who have been involved. He's special needs, but I have this thing where I'm a systems person. I can see facial expression and I understand that, but I have to know how things work to be comfortable. Like, I have to know. So once I got comfortable with all of this, I'm starting to look at all of this, and I've been paying attention to things for years, and our beautiful soul mentioned this earlier, and she's like, Tom, she's been telling me, and I looked at him like, oh my sweet Jesus. I'm sorry, Zebak. I love you, but you're not a tech. I'm not too familiar with you, but this is one that for years we've been waiting on, and it just happens to be on BITUNIX now in spot. Don't have to do it on Uphold with that crazy fees. And I'm telling you, this has been consolidating since basically 2022, the beginning. It's crazy. All of these. I keep saying patience. Well, put us somewhere that we can't even imagine. I don't know what to say anymore, guys. Like, I remember preaching this. Oh, guys, if we buy at 34 cents, I promise you it'll be worth 34 grand. That'll be like, now that it's there at 35, it's like, what am I supposed to say? Oh, I know the next big thing. And people are going to say, well, Tom, slow the fuck down. No, because you see how H bar is running. You see how all this stuff, everything that I put on my list, I know what the IoT and ISO is. I know what can run in this next utility run. Just look at my list. And even though I don't own them all because of certain agendas that I have now, just look at them. They're here for a reason. And yeah, I hold a lot of stock in XRP Healthcare with probably about 2.3 cent average or 2.4. Now it raised up a little bit with my 4 point something cent purchase to get it over 100,000 tokens. But all of these are here for a reason. All of them. And if you do this right, I'm telling you, you will never have to work another day in your life unless you want to. And this is not work for me. This is my third live today. I came on at 3:30 a.m. I came back on around 12:30 p.m., I want to say. And here I am again at 7:17. I did a short on the way to the gym. I do every single morning. On my way to the gym, I do a short. And you know, I don't know what's going to happen this weekend. I go out of town Saturday, Sunday, Monday, come back Tuesday. I'm still going to do all my work. I can only pray that our internet connection's good enough to do my lives as intended. Because we are creating straight fire here. And this is the first time I can actually say I am so humbled, but at the same time I am so proud of what started as I need to start doing this because all these influencers are screwing us up. And it's not possible what they're saying, the way they're saying it. And that's why I started doing this. I'll never forget in my first video, I said 1 year from now, I'm going to have 10,000 subscribers. I guarantee it. I was off. I had 9,999 my first calendar year. I'll never forget it. It's almost like the Lord himself said, Tom, you can't make guarantees like that no matter what. But, you know what you're talking about. And now here we are at 45,000 4.5 years later. And it seems surreal. We should have many more, but a lot of people don't like the truth. But you should, because I'm telling you right now, just follow my footsteps. And I'm not a financial advisor, so why the hell should you? You'll probably get kicked in the nuts. But for the majority, people have been kicking. They don't have to get kicked in the nuts. They're above it. Anyhow, let me go through this because I know I've seen some donations here. If I missed your comments, I apologize. There's so many people here, but we got to get through. If you want to guarantee being seen, join Tom's Army with a message or send a YouTube super chat with a message. That guarantees that you'll be seen. XRP Lemur said, and thank you for the $9.99 donation, said, first years in crypto, somehow managed to get a good amount of tokens right when it hit 60 cents. Hello? Because of your content. Oh, excellent. 60 cents, my friend. Oh, my. What makes me happy? You guys have no idea how happy I am right now. And I know our journey with XDC and data, but mainly XDC here. And I'm going to show you the rest of this, I promise. But thank you for the $9.99 donation. Really very generous people today.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
No, very generous. I haven't seen this kind of generosity since 2024. When we had the big run in November. I'm dead serious. This is great generosity. Thank you all so much. Truly unbelievable. Alec Tony, thanks for the $9.99 donation and also being in Tom's Army for over your second month with the Dusty Autos Crypto News. And thank you for the 159 likes already. We are building noise here on YouTube. Let's be the most informed channel here, but not just that, the most trusted based on our history and the fact that we do it all together. I am no longer a solo. I do it all with you. All of it. And we don't believe in leverage in this community. So don't ask. We do copy trading together. And yes, it has to go through the futures, but I do it all in 1x. For a reason. We're going to do this together. And we're going to make... Julie already knows. Our life is not what it used to be before I learned how to trade. And it cost me a lot of money. I even had a bagel gate like a jackass. When I thought I was too good. What was that, in like 23? Was that 23 or early 24? One of the two, right? Within the last 2 years that happened, right? Yeah, within the last 2 years when I thought I was good at leverage trading. And I told you guys, we had just bought our house. We were short on cash. I have a lot of investments. We like to stack in things other than the dollar. And in Bagelgate, let this lesson be learned through me and not you, please. I had like $600 that was side crypto because I had our long bags. XRP wasn't worth dick. It was worth like 37 cents. So I couldn't go there, but now it's worth 35,000. So the point is patience. Instead of trying to do it the easy way through leverage, I built 500 into 2 grand. And I'm sitting there going, okay, well, look at this run. Even if we have a little bit of a retracement, we're fine. And we're going to go right up there. And this is going to turn in from 2 grand to 10. I'm convinced. And it was only a 10x trade, too. That's the thing. And I'm up, like I said, I'm up like 400%. So I'm already up 40% on the position, but 400% overall. I go to have a bagel, and there's no way I'm getting liquidated. It's 40 fucking percent. Well, you remember the last year or 2 years ago in 23 when Bitcoin dropped like 18,000 or 15,000 in like an hour because of some stupid hack or because of something with Bybit, not Bybit, something happened with like Luna or something, and the whole market tanked and Bitcoin went down 15K. I was making a bagel when this started, so all my warning signs, I was making a bagel, and making the bagel and the buttering process, that 3 minutes cost me 2 grand. The market went down 47% on my position alone. I'm like, and I remember walking in the room and I go, Julie, I just fucked us. I fucked us. And I collapsed on the bed, threw a blanket over me, and I wouldn't talk. And she's like, I'm like, Julie, I promise you, from this day forward, I'm going to make multiple ways of income revenue streams, and this is never going to happen again. And give me, what did I say, 3 months? I said, give me 3 months and things are going to change. 3 months later, I had increased my revenue by like $40,000, made up for that mistake, but I learned a system, a big system difference. And the revenue flows in because of this, you know. And my trading helps flow more, and the advertisement and your generosity and the time I put in, because this is like a legitimate job, but not, because I love it. But that's a true story, so don't be an idiot like me.
Don't fix bagels.
And I was up 40 fucking percent in the total position. So I'm not thinking, I'm 400% up in, I'm not thinking the leverage is going to go down 40 fucking percent. Oh, it did, 45, and I was screwed. More than that, it was like it was more. I might have been up like 38%. You know, I'm splitting hairs. So yeah, let's continue so I can get to these donations, because it's only fair. So if I missed you, I'm sorry, but there's so much stuff. There's 257 people. Wales, Josie Wales, thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 1 year with the I Told You So badge. Been good day today, brother. And thank you for the $4.99 donation. Says, how's nephew? We don't know yet. We don't know what's going on. Remember, that was going on earlier. He's safe. We know that. So, thank you for asking. We're waiting for details. As good as it can be right now. He's safe. That's all that matters. Papa Willie, thanks for being in Tom's Army for 6 months plus with the XP Predictor. Crypto Hayes, thanks for being in Tom's Army for your first month with the emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens. My friend, all I can say is I don't have ZBC on either because I decided to have all this XDC, and then I wanted to have data dent on the side, but a large enough portion, like 4 million tokens of dent. Just over, what was it? I want to say 300,000 tokens of data, which is like 5K, or more than 5K. But I have a real plan right now, guys, and like I told you guys a few days ago, just let me cook and we're going to do just fine. Yeah, it's 303,000 data, and that's worth about $5,700. And it's only up right now from where I bought it, like 2.7%. Or 4.7%. Because I average, no, 3.7%. What am I talking about? Because it's been fluctuating all day today, so. But yeah, so that's the philosophy I have. So let me continue going through the comments. But it's overwhelming to see where we're at right now, but it's unbelievably awesome. Unbelievably awesome. So let's get through these donations. KJB, thank you so much for rejoining Tom's Army for 6+ months with the XP Predictor. Excellent. You're damn right, Brian. He says he's been in this since 2019, the market. The long way, the shit has been life-changing. That's right, but you didn't take the easy way out. You did it the long way. You seen it through. Sean Crowlers, welcome in, my main man from Maine. I know you're flying high right now, my brother. And thanks for being a very trusted mod. Hopefully my help over the years has allowed you some solace so that you can enjoy what you're doing. And not have to, you know, for a lot of people, I hope I allow you to not have to overthink. Randad, welcome in and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 3 years with the XP Diamond Hands badge. Along with Crypto Hayes and Dan Marginal, thanks for being in Tom's Army for 3+ months with the XP the emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens. Frankie Fresh, welcome in and thanks for being in Tom's Army for 3+ months with the XP Meteor. Sorry guys, I got to get to the donations because I don't want to miss any and I'll feel really bad if I do. John Bugathorpe, thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 1 year with the I Told You So badge and also the $5 donation. Says, Tom, I have begun accumulating XTC. I'm sure you will in time. But could we have a preview as to its timeline? I can't tell you an exact date because that would all be bullshit. But I will show you where I think it's going to go after I get done saying thank you for the donations. I promise. That'll be my next thing because I want to show you the comparison between the XDC and XRP chart and the way it looks compared to XRP's movement. Harold, thank you for the $5 donation. Says, XRP helped pay my father's medical loans. Big thanks to you, Tom, and the XRP family. My father is living comfortably at 83. Isn't that what it's about, Julie? Abundance. Not for one, but for all. You see the power of community? This is the pay it forward mentality I always talk about. You don't know when it's going to come, but if you genuinely help people, they are going to pay it forward because they rely on your help. And the best way to have somebody continue to help you is to show your your generosity. Holy shit. Man and his dog, thank you so much for being in Tom's Army for over 6 months with the XRP Predictor and also a $50 donation. Hey Tom, what is the best way to off-ramp crypto if you can't get L-Bank? Who has the lowest fees? XDC will change lives again. Listen to Tom. He ain't lying. God bless. Jesus is Lord. Amen to that. And remember, when one or more preach the name, well, two or more preach the name of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ or God becomes present in our actions and doings and helps guide us. So our Lord and Savior is present within these discussions, and that's why we're doing what we're doing. I told you in 21, this is our only chance to stay ahead. And you don't need to own XRP, guys. That's the point. If you weren't with me when we did that, join me on this next journey with XDC. And we don't know how long it's going to take, but something tells me it's not. We've done the hard part already, and you didn't even have to do it because you weren't in it. How long does it take for someone to buy land after it's put on market with a realtor? I put it on last month. Hopefully I can catch up. I'm trying to sell it for you. It depends if you're overpricing it. If it's a good price, not very long. My neighbor's house would have taken about 45 days, maybe 30 days. Their house was on the market and it was gone. It was start of 1 month. By the end of the next month, it was done, right? They were gone within like 2 months from the time they put it up. So, yeah, I mean, it doesn't take long. If we put my house up for sale, it would sell in like a day. There's so much interest. We have a bigger lot than normal for where we live in our city. And it's like a little town, even though it's within a bigger city of Oakland County, a bigger county. But yeah, it's a nice, desirable spot. We live well below our means, and it makes life very easy to live. And I'm all for it. I'm trying to save up as much as I can, not just for our son who's special needs, but also Michaela, who's got her own issues with type 1 diabetes that she has no control over. She was diagnosed when she was, 7? And then for Scarlett, too. So, and then Julie, me, so I got a lot of plans. It's a big plan. So, abundance for all. Yes, abundance for all. But we can all do it together, and I think we are. So anyhow, let me continue. Incredible Vault. Thank you so much for your $50 donation as well. Back-to-back $50 donations, Julie. Holy smokes. And Joey McCaffrey, thank you for being in town for 3+ months with the XRP Meteor and also a $20 donation. Says, congratulations, Tom. No, congratulations to all of you and myself as well, I suppose. It's all an illusion. Thanks for being in Tom's Army for 6+ months with the XRP Predictor. And thank you so much for the $10 donation as well. Army, for the sake of your family and legacy, do not sell all your XRP. Thank Tom. Thanks, Tom. Love you, bud. Love you too, my friend. And exactly. Just act like it doesn't exist. Even if it takes 10 more years, act like it doesn't. We don't even know what we're building toward. Just let it cook. Let it cook. What else we got to do? We don't want to put it in fiat anyhow. Richard Quinn, thank you so much for the $5 donation. Says Goodman. Are you still positive on Flare and Kava? Congrats on XRP. Or good man, you said. Are you still positive? It's not that I'm not positive on Flare. It does run up in times like this. It's just they give out tokens, everybody, which means they artificially increase the supply. Kava, I completely forgot about. And I'll regret it. Actually, you know, it hasn't made the run up, but I have no more funds right now to focus on other projects. But yeah, this is a great spot for it, honestly, at 40 cents. Damn. Beautiful spot. We'll see what happens in the next days or so. But yeah, that's not a bad spot. But I can't cloud up what I'm doing right now. It's got to be laser focused for this next part. And 8 o'clock's going to be interesting when we flip the clock. But I want to do this XDC stuff. And I know it's running on an hour. And I wanted to get through all these donations. And finally, did we cut XLM loose? It's not that I cut XLM loose. Like I said, I decided to go very deep into XDC. And XLM is going to have a very big run up. I have no doubt about it. But it's already come up to this point. It's only got a little bit farther to hit this point up here at 63 cents. And then ultimately to get up to 80 cents. So we're looking at less than a 1x from where it's at, about 40%. As to where XDC to get back up to where it's going, it's a lot more work than just like, here, we'll measure it. For XDC to get up to its all-time high, it's 147%. For XLM to get up there, because it's already out ahead, what did that say? It's 59%. Big difference. Huge difference. I think they're both going to surpass these numbers in time. But what I'm focused on now, while we have a couple minutes here, and I know it's almost the end, make sure you join the Telegram. Consider joining Tom's Army. Join us on BITUNIX. If you want to join our trading, make sure you look in the Telegram and click the link on BITUNIX. Consider that exchange as well. Lowest spot and leverage trading fees that I have found. Simple as that. And if you're used to paying fees and don't even realize it on Uphold and other exchanges like Crypto.com, go try out BITUNIX for a minute. It's going to change your world, and you're going to bash your head through the wall like I did when I realized how many fees I was actually paying on other exchanges. Sick.
Did you answer that person's question?
About XDC? That's what I'm doing right now. For John Booglethorpe. So, if you look at XRP, the way it's set up and the way it's moved. Here, let me do it on my website because it's clearer. It's cleaner. So, and make sure you go to xrpfuturemillionaire.com. Soon I'll be able to do lives on here uncensored. I'm just trying to figure out the whole system. I'm trying to do it as good as possible, and I like to know every last thing. So, XDC, see the chart right now? See this setup? I'm going to put XRP on here, and then I'm going to put XDC on my chart, on my actual trading view. So XDC or XRP will go to from, we can do Coinbase, that's fine. So that's in the monthly. See how bullish that looks in the monthly? Insane. Now if we go into, let's just go into like a weekly. Oh no, because this doesn't go back far enough. I forgot fucking Coinbase. We gotta go to Binance. Forgot. Coinbase doesn't go back far enough. So, look at that. See that setup? See how we've come all the way up and now we're attempting to break out of all-time highs? If we go in to what XDC is doing in comparison, XDC has not made this slingshot, guys. XRP is here. If XDC was XRP, it'd be at 19.6 cents right now, is my point. So just to get to where XRP is at, we've got 100, almost getting closer to 200, like 170% or so. 145. But to get to where I want to go, notice the setup. It's kind of like XRP was for years and years and years. But where I'm trying to get to is way out of here. Like, we're trying to get way out of here. And then the next big target's going to be up here. So before we can blink, it's building a little cup here, in my opinion. And this should give us about an 87% appreciation. It's been stored up. And if it gives us 87% from here, oh my God. And then I feel it's going to go higher and it's going to complete all this. It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh my God, Bob Burtner. Thank you so much for the $50 donation. That is unbelievable. That's the third $50 donation of this live. Your third super on a live stream. Thank you so much. Marie says, Tom, I'm close to breaking 5 figures thanks to your help and knowledge. Thank you for your blessing. Been following for a few years now, listening to learn. Thank you so much. Consider joining Tom's Army, love. Consider joining Tom's Army and being part of this beautiful community at a deeper level. But you know, that's not even required. I'm so happy that you're closing on 5 figures.
It looks like Bob's Burgers.
It does look like Bob Burgers. Actually, you know what? I'm just so happy you're at close to 5 figures. Don't join Tom's Army right now. That was a cheesy thing for me to say. Let's be honest. You embrace it, because I remember when I first went from 4 to almost 5, and when I got to 5, I'm like, oh my God. And then it starts to compound, and you're like, let's just stay on the right path. So congratulations. That's unbelievable. Oh, that's a huge inverse pattern, guys, on XDC. This is massive. I'm telling you. I'm not trying to lead you in the wrong direction. I got onto laser focus here today, and my Telegram knows for the last few hours I've been polling everybody. I've been doing different things to try to get them involved with XDC today. And there was a reason why. And then when it dropped down and it was red, I'm like, listen, guys, I'm doing it. Down 0.5% right now, I'm buying it. Like, I don't know how many more chances we're going to get around the 7.7 level. You know, but we got to take advantage of this. And I know some got it around 7.7, 7.6 something, 7.78. All depends. Some might be buying it now at 7.9. So, but it's crazy. But thank you, everybody, for these donations. So when you go into the XDC XRP pairing, you can see we're at a low going back to practically 2021. I think it's like May of 2022. No, this one's in 21. Yeah, I mean, you could say we're going back to 2020 because it does it back here, but the last time we were at this point was in February of 2021. So we're the lowest we've been since 2021 when it paired against XRP. Last time it was this low, we went 717% versus XRP. And it's been consolidating. Are you guys familiar with XRP's 7-year descending wedge? Well, I'd like to introduce you to the almost 4.5-year pattern consolidation of our friend XDC. And eventually, guys, we're not going to be in consolidation mode anymore, okay? Eventually, and I think you could actually do something like that, but it broke down, right? So now you look at it as the stable support. And, you know, it's one of those things. But I'm not going to do all this. I don't want to give you the overwhelming hype. I just want you to see it from step by step by step. In a descending wedge in the XDC XRP pairing. This is right at the bottom support where we should reverse. And if you go to the XDC chart as a whole, you know, this is a beautiful setup. And we're breaking out. We came back. We back tested some of these moves initially. We bounced exactly where we wanted to right here. I'll never forget. And this one I started swinging it out still. And I'm like, what are you doing? Just stay in this. Are you stupid? One day you're going to go to bed and wake up and it's going to be up 30%. And then you're going to say, you dummy, was it really worth? No, it wasn't. But we predicted the move up. And then we said, I'll be happy when it back tests here. And I gave a buy alert for, I think it was 069 if people wanted to buy on that back test. And it held. And that should have opened up the floodgates to the top side. This is a massive setup. Massive. Wow, Marie, thank you so much for a $20 donation. You certainly didn't have to do that, and I hope I didn't blackmail you into doing it. But thank you so much for the pay it forward mentality. That certainly does mean a lot to me. Thank you so much. Bob Bertner says, I'm almost a six-figure dude. Excellent. Excellent. Stay the course, my brother, and you will be. And when the time is right, we're all going to be in the nine-figure club. I told you guys, the only difference between me being a millionaire from when I started to you seeing it, the difference between some that already are, is I'm showing you the journey. It's not easy. When you do it right, it's not quick, but it compounds on itself. And now look where we're at. XDC starting to move up here a little bit all of a sudden, up 2.59%. Remember, it dropped like 2.4% down when we were on air. So this has been nice. How many XDC do you target? Well, with XDC, because I'm in a better situation, if I had the funds back then, I would have tried 100,000 XRP. But I couldn't do it. I would have even done 50,000, but I didn't have enough funds. But now I do with XDC. So my goal is 15,000. And I ended up putting just over 15, I think it was, because I got 203,222 tokens, I believe it was. And now I'm just going to buy it daily till it goes over 10 cents. Maybe even 15. Well, I don't know if I want to buy it all the way to 15, but, you know, I just knew that I wanted at least 100,000 XDC because of the price. Kind of went overboard because I sold my DGB because I'm sick of all of the hurdles, and I'm afraid something's going to happen because I already had an issue when I went to their wallet. There was no support really. And I can't keep it on Albank. I just can't do it. So I decided I'm going to go after what I know. And DGB, I'm going to watch it and I'm going to root for it the entire freaking way. So that's where we're at. So, but guys, I got to go. My son's up. Julie's up. We got the girls here. But I just want to thank everybody for being a part of this. Thank you all so much. With XDC, John Bugethorpe, to answer your question, I can only do it by layer. So if this is for real right now, which it really does feel real, guys. Like, it feels real. So if it is, we're going to take the top layer. We're going to get rid of the micro layer because it's not necessary anymore. We already did what we needed to do. And we're going to measure this. And I'm going to give you a measurement, an initial measurement. And this would be your initial target. I mean, look at that. That's up at 10.7. Here, I'll put this over the top. So if you're looking for this technical move out of here, the first technical move, we're going to play it by technical move by technical move. Very well could bring us up to 10.73 cents. But with that said, I got to go. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. Thank you all for the support. That's about a 67% rise. But thank you all so much. And I appreciate that. I told you guys, the one reason, too, that I didn't want to hold ZBCN is it broke outside of my consolidation, remember? And that was scary. I don't know. I don't have enough faith in ZBCN. I wrote it a few times because some people brought it to our attention. We charted it out perfect, made 400 and 600% in separate runs. But just like MXC, I'm not interested in watching them anymore. It's on Crypto.com. I'm not going to pay them to trade so much. So I'm going to focus on what I have in front of me and what we can control. Have a blessed evening. Be patient. Even if we go red, we're just going to accumulate more. That's it. That's the secret right now. So don't worry about it. Stay in control of your emotions. And you guys, seriously, thank you so